Hey everybody, this is Flo at FloBradley.com, and I'm loving the closet talks, so I hope you're loving them too. So we're going to keep doing this because it's just quiet, and sometimes my kids are home, so I can't do it in my office because they're really, really loud, which is great. I love the sound of children being children. But this is my only sanctuary, so we're in my closet again. Hope you're okay with that. But getting to the content and transformation, it's Transformation Tuesday, and I want to just talk about, instead of 3 simple tips on how to, somewhere in transformation land, on how you do that, I want to talk about being bad, being really, really bad, being awful. I remember when I first started doing these videos, and a lot of people would argue I'm still awful at it, but I still do them mostly Monday through Thursday. And then I have a live coaching show on Friday, and actually a talk show now, or a radio show. So I'm always putting out content, and sometimes it's not awesome and it doesn't resonate with everybody, but I'm committed to the process. And part of the process is just to keep going. So I was listening to a podcast today, and don't ask me who the author was or what the book was, but it had something to do with 50 pounds. Oh, I think it was called something about Superman. And so look that up. But in the book and in the podcast, the guy who wrote the book really, he highlighted really high achieving athletes. And the thing about them, and these are people who like jump off cliffs and do extreme sports. I have a girlfriend who's a partner, and she's a surfer, and she's always surfing. She and her husband now, and her family are a family of surfers. And he talked about the Zen state that they get in, but it's really about being really, really bad to get really, really good, and spending about 4% effort every single day on their craft. Everybody knows that, a lot of people know that I'm writing every single day now because I'm looking at getting a professional speaking certification, and part of the process is writing every day. I had a call yesterday with Larry Winget, who is the instructor, and he's really tough, but he also has a coach's heart. And one of my best coaches was Noel Higgins when I used to play soccer, and he used to scream at us on the field, and it was kind of scary, but we won. So we improved. And then we had a softer coach, and I remember saying to my friend, I was like, this coach is too soft, because I was used to being yelled at all the time. So maybe it's the masochist in us, but I think sometimes you need that push to push your greatness out of you, but you also need to put in the practice hours. I used to play soccer all day long, and I wasn't even that great, to be honest with you, but I was part of a great team, and we really were really in sync. But we practiced a lot, we played a lot, and if you think of anything that you do really, really, really well, you practice a lot, and a lot of times you're not perfect at it until you're amazing. So the whole point of today is just practice, practice, practice. Perfect practice prevents poor performance. That's John Wooden. He always talked about doing the basics over and over again so that you can become great. In the book, the Superman book, they talked about 50 pounds. And they challenged these art students, and they said, you have to create 50 pounds of work. And then the other student, they said, you had to create one magnificent, amazing piece. Well, who do you think was better? The people who produce 50 pounds of work. Why? Because they practiced it. They practiced it, and they were being graded on their amount, and they were bound to produce something amazing, as opposed to these people who just were trying to perfect the one piece, and they came up short consistently across the board because they were only focused on that one thing. I write the most crappiest stuff all day long. I put out videos that aren't really, really good all the time, but sometimes I get that gem, and people really, really resonate with it, and that's the gold. That's the coup d'etat. So my point of putting out this video today is get out there and be awful so that you can be amazing. That's it. Share, like, give me your takeaways. Tell me what you're taking away from this message. Until next time, remember to embrace the beauty of your life's journey. This is Flo at FloBradley.com.